In North America, two most popular motorsports are NASCAR and Indycar. While NASCAR is definitely the more popular of the two, they both have large fan bases. They both have very different point systems. On the screen you can see the IndyCar point system, and in today's video I will be seeing what if NASCAR used the IndyCar point system in 2020. But before I get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button and the bell if you have not already. People have made videos about what if NASCAR used the F1 system, but I couldn't find anything about if NASCAR used the IndyCar point system. Let me know if there is someone who has. Two adaptations I'm going to make for this is anyone who finishes behind 33rd will also get 5 points, and the Indy 500 is double points in IndyCar, and that's the biggest race of the season. The biggest race of the season for NASCAR is the Daytona 500, so that's going to be worth double points. Also, you only get a point for a pole if you won the pole in qualifying, not for a random draw or for the formula. Through the first four races after the COVID break, Denny Hamlin held a 6-point lead over Kevin Harvick with some of the Penske cars right behind him. Chris Buescher found his way to 5th, especially with that 3rd place finish at Daytona 500. And you can see the rest of the top 20. After the two double headers at Darlington and Charlotte, Kevin Harvick would be just 6 points ahead of Denny Hamlin. It would look like those two are starting to pull away for the championship battle. You see Chase Elliott and the Penske drivers battling for 3rd, Kyle Busch and Kurt Busch battling for 7th, and you can see where everyone else would be in the standings at this point. After races at Bristol, Atlanta, Martinsville, and Homestead, Denny Hamlin had taken the points lead by 6 points over Kevin Harvick. After the next 3 races, Denny Hamlin had extended his lead to 19 points, and it was way back to Ryan Blaney. At the midway point of the season, Kevin Harvick had a 62-point lead over Denny Hamlin, and it's like Blaney and Keselowski were battling for the 3rd spot. Harvick, Denny Hamlin, and Brad Keselowski really separated themselves from the rest of the field over the next 4 races. However, they were solidly in their 1, 2, and 3 positions. Heading into the final 10 races of the season, Denny Hamlin had cut Kevin Harvick's lead to 34 points. However, over the next 3 races, Kevin Harvick won 2 of them, and Denny Hamlin wasn't able to manage a top 10. He wasn't even within 2 races worth of points, with a 117-point deficit. However, he cut it down to 64 after the next 3 races. Maybe Hamlin actually had a chance. However, heading into the race at Martinsville, Kevin Harvick could clinch the title. He just had to finish 15th or better. Well, he finished 17th. Denny Hamlin wasn't able to get into the top 10, and therefore Kevin Harvick would clinch the title at Martinsville. After Phoenix, here are the final season standings. You can see, we'll be scrolling through them, you can see all of them. Your favorite driver finished. Here are the standings compared to the actual 2020 standings. You can see the adjustment of places for each driver. The biggest droppers were Alex Bowman and Austin Dillon, who each went down 5. And the biggest climbers compared to that were Eric Almirola up 5 and Kevin Harvick up 4. For those of you who don't like the playoffs and think it screws up the final point standings, here are the standings for all 54 drivers that raced in a race from 2020 compared to what they would be in the Winston Points format, courtesy of the Iceberg community post. The biggest mover among full-time drivers would be Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who finished 3 points higher in the fictional IndyCar standings than in the fictional Winston Points standings. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and enjoyed seeing what NASCAR would be like in terms of how drivers would have finished compared to the IndyCar standings. It's not as different as the summer show. I don't know if I'll do a 2019 unless it gets a bunch of support. So if you did like it, make sure you share it and subscribe and leave comments about whatever you think.